Facebook usually likes to shift the algorithm to shame me when I hate my work. It's like, you post on all those Facebook groups for artists and nobody cares. And then you make a horrible piece of work and you post it on there and all of a sudden all your idols see it. Hi Loops. I was just looking at the stars and wondering if true love is real. What do you think, Anna? I think it depends on what you think true love is. Maybe not in the way that movies describe it, like at first sight and stuff, but yeah, I do think true love can be real. Love is Zbrush. Overcomplicated, but very good. Love is Sparkles. He is love. I see true love is Kitten Sparkles. True love is what Sparkles feels for cuddling. Like, he's starting to fall asleep here. I believe in true love. Or at least I believe in love. Like, I don't believe in, like, the love of my life, you know? Like, I think there isn't one perfect person out there. But I definitely believe in love. Like, you can definitely fall in love and have love and get reciprocated. Alright, so today we're gonna get started with work. This is what I made, well, yesterday. It's my D&D character. And, you know, it's underway, it's not done, it's a work in progress. You know, so I'm gonna go ahead and save this and open the real project that we're gonna work on today. So what I need to pull up is my kitty cat, whatever the latest is. Sphinx Cat 44, specifically. This is what we're gonna be working on today. So I've already finished the high poly, basically, for this. And I've already actually done this on stream, but I did it wrong. So we're gonna redo it today. I am in the process of retopping this cat in Maya, and the toes, as you'll see, let me zoom in the toes. As you'll see, the toes, they are all together, they're all very close to each other, which is how it's gonna look when I'm done. But in order for me to retop and bake, they can't be touching, otherwise I can't get in between there. So today I'm going to go ahead, let me pull up my normal UI. I'm gonna go ahead and, you know, just separate the toes out, like that. Basically, and so that we can get to retopping and hopefully finish retopping the feet today, even though I think that's a big tall order. I am not that fast when I'm streaming. So let's get Maya opened. How long did you take to recognize that your art was good, or you didn't have this kind of paranoia like me? I still don't know if my art is good, to be honest. People seem to like it. I don't get like major harassment over my art being bad, but you know, it's gonna be difficult to figure out if your art is good, because at the beginning everybody thinks their art is good, but there's a graph for this. Let me pull up this graph. Let me see if I can find it. So I still don't know if my art is that good, to be honest. Dunning-Kruger effect. Unskilled and unaware of it. How difficulties in recognizing one's own incompetence lead to inflated self-assessment. Apparently it's Nobel Prize psychology. Okay, so apparently according to this particular graph, here's experience, here's confidence. The less experienced you are, the more confidence you have. This was me around the first time when I was 10 weeks into Zbrush, okay? I thought I was the best Zbrush artist in the world. And then the more experience you get, the more your confidence goes down, because you start recognizing that there's more to learn, you start recognizing that other people are better, you start recognizing all these different things. Around here, which is the middle point, you're at your lowest ever, even though you are markedly better at your arts than you were at 0%. And then as you become an actual expert, it starts to go up, but it never goes that high. So finding your own arts to be good is a very relative thing. Like, finding your art good does not mean it's good, and finding your art bad doesn't mean it's bad. So finding your own work good or bad doesn't really matter in the grand spectrum of whether it's good or bad or not, or both or neither, or amazing in one part and bad in the other part. I don't find my work to be good very much. Like, I find like only shortcomings, you know, but some other people think my work is good, so I try to also take their opinion into consideration so that I don't hate myself. All of us at the bottom of the curve. I am at the bottom of the curve for sure, like somewhere in the bottom of the curve. Unless I'm not at the bottom of the curve and there's even less self-esteem waiting for me in my future. Surrender. I do not want to be pathetic or something, but I seldom find my own work any good. I'm always baffled by other people's work. That's super normal. The middle part is where you realize your art is shit. The valley of suck. I've been at the middle for a long time then. For those of you who haven't been here for the past million years, I'm retopping this cat, and this is how far I've gotten in the retop. The back of the ear looks shitty, but other than that, you know, it's coming along. And today I need to do the little pause. Facebook usually likes to shift the algorithm to shame me when I hate my work. It's like, you post on all those Facebook groups for artists and nobody cares. And then you make a horrible piece of work and you post it on there, and all of a sudden all your idols see it. So yeah, let's split this little toe babies up. I'm gonna add a little layer for toe spread. So I'm gonna go all the way to the lowest subdivision. I'm also gonna turn on polyframe so that I can see What the heck's happening with each of these little polygroups? On Friday, I started learning how to do Zmodeler. So now I can actually come in and manually change these polygroups, I think. Let's find out if I can. I try to learn things. Who knows if I learned the thing that I think I learned. So Zmodeler. All right. We can do this. All right, so I want to go to poly group, a single poly, one group ID. So if I click on a well, never mind. Wow, what an unpleasant surprise. I guess I can't use it on sub-D meshes. I have so much to learn. I'm gonna go ahead and say that we all tried, and that's really all I can ask for. Okay, so let's go back to normal then. Brush, move, whatever. Still here, let's go and just manually spread these little toes and do what we can. Do our best, you know. I wanted to find a more efficient way to do this, so we're having a discussion. Well, yeah, it worked. Look at that, guys. So just as a recap, I was trying to, look at how autumn-y, first of all, like, it's the color of a pumpkin. What I was trying to do is fix up some of the polygroup around the toes with Artagon's help. I duplicated the original model, deleted all the subtools or all the higher subdivisions, fixed it up, exported it in ZBJ, and imported it into the original subtool, and just replaced the low poly and replaced all the polygroups. All right, so let's just spread these little toes. I hope the layer is still here, the little toe spread layer. Let's go to the lowest subdivision possible. This way we can create less, like, horrible deformations. Ah! That's a mistake. Yeah, that's a lot cleaner than it was last time I tried to do this. See, we learn. Even though we had to do things twice. Sometimes. We learn. So I have to spread them pretty dramatically. Just here destroying my own model. What's up with you? Look at these beauties. I'm gonna probably have to like Photoshop some of these things out of the normal map. Alright, so I think the front fingers are done. We'll retop them like this. And do the back toes. But Artagon, you are a force of good and wisdom in my life. I just want to let you know that, because every time I get stuck on anything, Artagon's like, why don't you just try this? And it works every time, okay? Because Artagon is the most beautiful, knowledgeable ZBrusher in the world. I almost said YouTuber. I wonder why I made like the toes on the outside the fattest of the toes, like on both feet. It looks like he has a very tight grip on the ground. You know what? I imagine him like being on a very slippery floor. And like he's trying not to slip, but he's like trying to hold on. And we can retop and whatnot, but I thought that was boring. So we'll do that after we're done with the eye. I started working on the eye to like figure out what I wanted to do yesterday. It's not done. I mean, you can see that it's like warped and shit. It's not good. So we're gonna make a brand new one from this. So it's gonna be the same style. I had here oh shoot, I did not save it. A pure F with cat eyes in it. But I don't anymore. But you know, we'll just make a new one. Why the heck not? Not to worry, you guys know I like making boards. So the very first choice I need to make is, how do I want to model the eye? Do I want it to be like a tight slit? Do I want it to be, you know, like full round, which I like, kind of like that. I know full round is cuter. Tight slit's gonna make him look too unnatural, I think, because that's kind of what I've gone for here. It's not the like tightest slit, but it's a little bit, and it just looks weird. I think I'm gonna go for like a halfway slit, and then I can always make more options and then like learn how to blend between them in Unreal. I've been looking at cat eyes up close, and you know what they look like? They look like the muscles inside of clams. So yeah, I was testing out the eyeball, the one that I already made, but it's not great. We're gonna need a bigger slit, so I have a moto file open here with the eyeball as I imported it into Zbrush for the first round, so I could test. I think I want to see like the different kinds of like dilations of the eye so that I can make a decision. Which one do you guys think I should do like first? We can always make more afterwards. So this is the cat eyeball base mesh, I guess, that I made. This is for the inner eye, not the outer eye. There's a copy here for like that I guess I messed up for the outer eye. I'll have to fix that. And basically, I'm trying to go for like anatomically correct as much as possible. I'm no cat eye expert, but Do you know that that's kind of how the eye looks? I'm sure this needs no explanation, but I'll explain what I'm doing just in case with this unwrap. The surface area that matters the most in this eye is obviously like the colored parts of the iris, like the iris and the pupil. So therefore, I'll give that the most space within my UV map. So that's my priority. So let's make it as big as possible, and then we'll just fit the other stuff around it. Can't tell if I'm looking at the eye or the eye is looking at me. Why not both? So I'm going to turn on radial symmetry, and that's how we're going to start. So the way you turn on radial symmetry is you go to transform R for radial, and then you have to choose the what axis it's on. This one's on the y-axis, and now you get to do stuff like that, which is super handy when you're making an eyeball. And you can change the radial count, so like there's more points or less points. It's pretty handy. So I'm gonna start with clay buildup. I'm gonna turn down the amount of points. What would happen if I turned it to anime eyes? Oh, he's a cutie! In a way, he's also creepy as fuck. Yeah, I accept this eye. I mean, it's not done. Let's refine it more. But you know, like overall look, it kind of works from far away. And from up close, I guess. Yeah, guys, I think I'm gonna go like 10 minutes early today. You know, I usually try to finish at 10:30. So thank you all so much for being here. Bye, guys. Have a good night, guys.